to spend my life looking at other bald guys'
I
actions.
feel
So
like
maybe he
everyone
is,
who
maybe he
said
isn't.
billionaire is bald.
Elon Musk isn't bald.
That's a toupee, bro. You ain't getting away with that, bro.
That's a toupee.
That shit ain't real, bro.
Well, touche to the toupee as we take ourselves into the second game of today. Here we go. It's going to be Femboy Strix. It's going to be Barbaric. It's going to be our incorrectly named Rust Player 1. And the game's fixed. We know that's a fucking lie. It's the Apollo sitting in on the Sicario side. Meanwhile, the Covenant squad have come together with collaterals hopefully claimed abound. Instead, it's going to be Exquisite, the captain of the team that is collapsed first in VIP, alongside his teammates Ghostly, Boa, Mizzy, and Nova. Mizzy, obviously listing only consonants in his name, not wanting to be allowed vowels, so we're not down for quick pronunciations there. Strix, regardless of whether he's slamming or slapping, is going to be taking himself not one, but two, but three of the Covenant camaraderie that walk towards site. I hesitate to say, Walker, but this is feeling like a small momentary landslide for round number 1. Covenant, they didn't bring their non-slip shoes?
Well, the train's in the station. Boys came out hard. 5 alive. Nades down, just insult to injury without killing Ghostly there. And it's a clean sweep. Surgical, if you will. Starting out super strong, Strix with 3-piece. Kills a piece for, I believe, it's Cruising and Barb. Strong start. They'll be very happy by that. I love that the UI at the top there. It there was a when they were adding in the past tournament, I believe it's the very first minicup, they added redacted.
Right.
And replace redacted as the default logo for the red team. So you'll never see the red team have the the placeholder skeleton. It's always the Redacted Society logo.
Interesting. See, Redacted Society, they've already made an impact on the game. Huge, mate. No other team's got that, telling you now. Not one other team has got a permanent representation of their squad.
Bomb to site early. We're getting cheeky.
Yeah, Bob might be dead though. That Nick goes off short.
Oh my.
Player. Everything other than Tarkov getting involved in Tarkov.
It's just the quick pace versus the retake mode, you know, and the bodies are dropping prior to the retake even begins, you know what I'm saying? Like that's an insta round. I love that. I'm a big fan of that. Where you cut that round from 2 minutes down to 40 seconds within the first 15, you know? And that's exactly what Sicario are looking for. Because it shifts the ball. Now their defense. And it's only 40 seconds.
Hold up a minute. One from Mizzy on site. He's just going to tuck down and try and defuse this, and then everybody's going to run in and absolutely collate him.
There it is. There it is.
That is a really nice post-defuse nade coming in. 2-piece as well. Beautiful work. Okay. Well, Sicario look like they've done the homework, and they look like they have a little bit more solidarity to the gameplay, as they are not trying to reproduce the throws that we saw from Syndicate after they went 4-0 up. So, good start from the sword. Shame about the skull. Hoping to see a potentially new revamped icon or logo from the Sicario team in the future, just based off of the fact that the world of AI has, well, apparently taken a hold of the game as well. As everybody disconnects, we'll get ourselves locked back into that. We'll have a little.
We
bit
have
of
been robbed,
that, folk.
And it looks to be good. It looks to be good. All body parts are moving at once. There appears to be no. I have high ping. I have high ping as a spectator.
Lift off. Yeah, but who cares about your ping, right? We're only looking at the silhouette, yeah.
100%.
Nice.
Anti-plant nade held. It's a good start.
A lot of changes in this team here for Covenants. Obviously, Boa not part of the starting lineup you saw on the intermission screen as such. Ghostly and Mizzy also both fresh from the other side of the roster. Sad no Nick the man. Big fan of Nick. Enjoyed watching his gameplay. Ghostly picks up one. Strix goes down. Exquisite working on the edge of the smoke. He's going to walk past the one tucked on side. Barb is caught with his pants down, and he's not going to quite get away from the man inside a bench, but Nova has cover to trade out in time and just about gets away with it. Nice to see Nova on a little bit of a nuke cannon there. He's running a slightly more off-meta pick here on the AVT. Love to see, love to hear. Great movement from Covenant. Apollo's going to cope and peace out his buddy and Boa in front of him. Second set on. It's going to go down to Ghostly. Game's fixed. But only for the
Oh,
time being until Ghostly rolls him over too. Covenant looking like they might be on a little bit of a comeback
that was
here.
that was a
Three-piece from Ghostly.
mean retake from the backside there, man. That was like, the guys were split cut, chopped and chipped. I mean, they had a lot to deal with there. Apollo was basically stood at the helm at the top of the escalators. Didn't even really get a chance to even stop what was going in. I'm guessing the guys came through the KFC stairs.
I'm just really interested what forced Barb to run out of his spot. I think everybody was playing the positions very well, both sides, both teams. I think Covenant swung round. I think if Barb held his patience there in the smoke, I think the back of the first two that move into bench actually become exposed for free, and that becomes a little bit more of a different scenario. You don't get the 1-for-1, you get a 2-for-0 in that entrance onto site, and well, Domino's become an absolute landslide here. Early grenade out towards KFC is going to go behind Rust player. Game's fixed against one early onto Exquisite. Second comes down as he's fixed for two. Maisie on the floor. Barbaric to Ghostly is also another casualty. Collapses. Strix for one. Nova decides he's had enough of this one, and he's going to take his own life by jumping to the ground.
Right. Someone got robbed of a kill just now.
Yep.
But yeah, no, nice opening double kill there from Cruising. Very lucky to dodge the frag grenade on KFC stairs as well. But I believe like Watchful ate a flash grenade immediately after. So
wait a minute. Is Nova running an AVT or is that an SKS? Has he got both?
He's got both. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm a fan of this. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm a fan of this. He's going with the "You'll never take me alive," and now he's running this little convo. Okay.
It's a bit of a knock, who's home, nobody there situation as they doubled up on B. We have Apollo lurking heaven. I don't think they'll see him because they're both line one and both rotating away.
I was wondering whether they were going to rotate away or go for an aggressive.
Rightfully so, rotating away,
retake,
double push.
They are rotating away, in, out, shaking all about, but 3-for-1 as the Sicario people are the one to come out on top. Say Sicario people. There's just one player left lurking on site. Cover from... Oh, that's an unfortunate feel. That's one of the reasons we don't pick up a spear most of the time, is because you drill like that and you assume for a kill and it just doesn't. You need to spend the rest of the mag. And then the spear is well out of ammo for any transfer potential.
It's a
That's
feels
just a bit
bad.
of an unfortunate one.
Yeah, and there's nothing really mechanically wrong there. You know what I mean? He had to kill him. He had to kill him then. He had to move to the next situation. You know, the next target, the next fight. I mean, just a little bit unfortunate.
Look, let's be real though. You and me both know down to the detail. You give that to a Val, he's dead. You give that to the RPD, he's dead. Give that to an HK with 5.5A1 and maybe you start asking the same question, all right? But the bullets from the spear, I mean, you could argue even an Ash 12 there and they're a 100% absolutely clapped. So, I like this nade. It's shot at the door.
Close. Oi. He's not happy. He's not happy.
No.
Undead nade.
Now,
EU smoke.
the question for this one here is how does Exquisite respond? And we know this player is one of these people that likes to tilt himself drastically.
Well, the retake just got harder, but they got the one smoke down. We have Barb trying to make an action, goes through and gets one before going out. Apollo's on the flank though. He's going to shut it down.
Yep. Nice. Yeah.
He's been a little a thorn in their side, I guess, in the retake. I mean, that's just the game issue, I guess. You know, the corners, the smoke. What can you do? I mean, the game's perfect in its esports ready. I'm sure.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. We get to that situation, a 5v3 though. You got to talk about some loose kills early on before we start fighting in the smoke. Why are we being forced to fight a 5v3 in the smoke? Because we got into a bad situation, you know? It's, we can say game's bad, you can say, you know, smoke shit, you can say what you like, but there are ways to play in and around this if you want to play to percentages of success. And unfortunately for the Covenant side at this moment in time, the Sicario squad is playing a much better set of these dice lines. That's a bit of an over-aggressive jump out from Rust player 1 as Ghostly has gotten himself into an aggressive position and then extremely quickly removed from it as a little bit of watchful work comes in to save the day. A double down from 2-piece, going to knock over Mizzy and Ghostly. Sicario, from what seemed like a disappointing start to the round, finds themselves in the numbers advantage. Device planted down, 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock as we see Boa and Exquisite trying to sneak up through the smoke up Panther. One VIP dips into peak, Boa goes to site. Seem to take onto site relatively simple for Covenant and find themselves a little confused to where everybody is backed off to an aggressive forward position from Exquisite will find one, but Barb and Strix are there to cover them off. Two for 1 in the engagement sees Covenant in a very tough spot now with Nova now left alive, but not left alive for long.
Yeah, maybe just slipping away from them. I guess they have the lifeline, you know, they're not, if they lose this game, they're not out. This isn't it. They got another chance at this. They have the lower bracket match. Cruising, currently sitting with 10 kills right now, prior to the restart. He actually was 3-0, before the original restart kerfuffle. So he's 10-1 right now. 10 KD, doing God's work, I guess.
Hold up a minute, I've got to get this in my head. Is Watchful a Rust player then? Because I don't think I've ever seen him play Rust.
He's a fat degen with a neck beard.
Okay, so I'm getting them mixed up. It's Cruising that fixed the game, supposedly. Wow, speaking of which, Watchful and Cruising together for 1 PC. Mizzy gonna respond. It's gonna be Watchful going down. A little bit of tickle. That's not a tickle, that's a bit of a tantrum, as Barbaric's gonna be very disappointed in his performance for that one. Strix finds another one in response. There's 1-for-1s all over the field. These black stripes in the kill feed. Colours red and blue, but which one is gonna be left last at the bottom? For the time being, it leaves a Sicario advantage by 1, but Boa and Strix are dancing on either side of this sandwich wall so delicately that I find myself considering that one. Rotation comes in. We're down to just under 60 seconds when this bomb gets planted. Nova's not going to be in time for the rotation. Okay, so Sicario have sight strength.
Has a chance to stop the bomb. Oh, he kind of bullied him off it.
But they pick up a kill in doing so, so now they can just play about with it.
They're going to collect a...
Yep.
No respect. No gunfights. That was nice. But the bomb is scurrying away.
Yeah,
as is Nova's
no
health.
chest. Yep, that's it. We're fully blacked in the thorax. He knows he's here as well.
Yeah.
Nova's played with and against these people more than enough times to know that he's going to be holding this one. Step peeks, takes the shots out. That's the full mag gone. Now he has to rotate away. Nova has created at least a little bit of space to try and chow, but he's just not as good as the quick peek that comes out of Cruising. You said 10-1 outside of the game. He's 10-1 inside of the restart now, Walker.
He's one for the MVP. He's pushing the charge, leading the charge. He wants that mask. You know what it is? 13-1 right now. As we switch over the first side, definitely not, say like Covenant-esque the scoreline. You know what I mean? Probably just find their feet. There was that week off between the tournament. Maybe too much time off was too relaxing. You know what I mean? I'd be very interested to see if they do lose this game, how they shape up against Syndicate in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
Because so far, if I'm not mistaken, Covenant haven't had to face Syndicate in this tournament.
Not this time over.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Let me see the kind of setup that we have here. A very chilled, laid-back triple stack on B. A players really laid back.
Oh,
Early
man,
smokes.
they're challenging Nova. There you go, challenging Nova on Heaven for the flank, and he's dead. 2v1, they just straight run up against him and they say, we don't care, you're holding it, we're having that space for ourselves. Now Covenant have to be extremely, extremely cautious of that flank. Sicario are going to take that to their advantage and just sit and chill. Hey up.
Yeah.
This is weird. This might catch him off, because now support's here.
Yeah, the bomb carrier unfortunately has to stand on business.
I love this. That flash does not bounce as he wanted it to, though. Watchful just absolutely cooked himself there instead. Exquisite jumps off the top rope. Watchful has literally... Okay. Exquisite's not aware of his left-hand side. Watchful gets a free fight. Exquisite puts him down. Okay, shots are very interesting from both sides there, as it looked like what we saw on screen and what happened to the health bars was not quite in sync from player to player. Apollo is going to nail Exquisite before we see him pick out of the train. It's a great bit of shot from the Sicario side. Barb finds one. Mizzy. Not quite today.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna see now from Sicario, at least till they close out the game, is like a free-flowing, non-form kind of gameplay where they're not gonna, because they know. Let's face it, they know Syndicate's watching. You know, the Syndicate's played against them. You know, on this map in this tournament, I believe. So they got an understanding of how they play on Skybridge. They want to kind of fine-tune maybe a few strats. Sicario need to give nothing now. As far as I'm concerned, they've won this game. They need to see it out. Just break form, play wild, play free. Even if you lose 1 or 2 more rounds, this isn't a round count type tournament. It's more valuable, I think, for them to keep things in the chamber. As Barb takes one out, as Strix goes down to Nova, we're 4v4. 1:40 on the clock. Bomb KFC.
But of course, Sicario here, the no fun squad, not wanting to have any form of enjoyment inside of the gameplay. Got to keep Tarkov true to its core of being punched repeatedly in the nads over and over again. We're going to go for a super duper SS plus tier rating boost peak into the middle of nothing, as there's no info on the A site whatsoever to be boosting into. Instead, Exquisite is going to use that no info angle of running headfirst into Apollo on the B site without any info of his own, and he's going to die for it. Not just that, but he's going to encourage one of his teammates with his own confidence into a similar level of naivety, who also gets nailed for a two-piece. Apollo now being called out by the Covenant squad after not one but two blondes walked into the same bar. We find him fighting for an even fight on site. It's going to be Boa bringing out that big fat brutality of a beefcake that should just bully his way onto site alongside his best buddy Nova and the two walking sticks he's got as a crutch to support his slightly kooky movement we see from time to time when Nova pops off. Rust player one, our good old friend and Rust enjoyer and watchful, he's just making movement his best friend as he leaves space open for Cruz and come in, cruise in, bruise in, and then bop on back out again with the victory.
Absolute flawless game played by Cruz in there, and the rest of the boys in Sicario. They're going to be very, very, very happy about that result. That's it's a week or two's worth of prep going into that one map, and it's paid off. They finished it 9-1. Cruz on top of the table with 16 kills and 1 death.